Hey everybody, Mac here, and we are going to work on rationalizing denominators and dividing and doing all this cool stuff with radical expressions. This is version C, so it's the third worksheet that I have on this. If you would like to see A and B, and I recommend that you do those before you do these, I want you to go to maxtutorials.com, and that's where I have a lot of algebra. And then anytime you guys like, anytime you subscribe, anytime you ask a question or a comment, it really helps me out, okay? So, and hopefully it helps you out. Here we go. These are both innies, so you divide and you keep them in. So 2 goes into 16 8 times, 2 goes into once. They stay inside. My answer is just 9. On this one, I'm only going to worry about these because they're both innies. So my 3 keeps going, and I'm left with square root of 25. Well, what's the square root of 25? Well, that would just be a 5. So I'm going to take my 5 times a 3, and my real answer is 15. Okay, this one. All right, what's 343 divided by 7? Well, 7 will go in the 34 4 times with 6 left over. 7 will go in the 63 9 times. They're both inside, so the 49's inside. Square root of 49 is everyday 7. All right, let's go on to number 4. It's just the 2 and the 98 right here. The Audi 2 doesn't have an Audi to play with, so he doesn't get to be part of this game at all. So I'm going to get 2 square root. What's 98 divided by 2? It's 49. And so now I'm going to get a 7 here times the outside 2. I'm going to get 2 root 7. Okay, let's go on to number 5. So I'm going to go 432 divided by 3, and that's going to be a square root because he has to stay inside. A 1, carry a 1 over. 3 goes into 13 4 times with a 1 left over. 3 goes into 12 4 times. Well, what's the square root of 144? That's just a 12. Going on to the next one. I can't do anything with the 4 and the 8. That's the thing that people get tricked on, okay? You can only deal with innies and innies and outies and outies. So I can do that, but I can't do the 4. That's going to be a 4 square root of 9. Well, square root of 9 is 3. I'm going to multiply by that by the 4, and that's how I get a 12. Going on to 7. Okay, I'm going to go 5 in the 605, which will be a 1, 2, 1, and it stays inside. And square root of 121 is 11, and I'm there. All right, now let's work on some rationalizing on the denominator. So you can't have a square root in the bottom, and I can't reduce it out. So how do I get rid of it? You multiply him by himself. And whatever you do on bottom, you have to do on top. I'm ultimately just multiplying by 1, right? And you're allowed to do that. 5 times root 3 is 5 root 3. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9. Root 9 is normal everyday 3. Okay, so you multiply by itself because that's how you get it outside the square root. Now, don't do anything with the root 3 and the 3 right here. Okay, leave that alone. One's an innie, one's an outie. They don't touch. They don't mix. Same thing here, 19. See that 7 and the 14? They don't mix. Don't mess with it, okay? So now this one's going to be a little trickier. Before I do anything, I see that I can reduce this, right? That's a 1 and that's a 7. So this is really 7 times square root of 1 is 7 over root 7. Now that I'm there, now I can multiply by root 7. I know it's tempting to cross out those 7s. Don't do it. One's an innie, one's an outie. And here I'm going to get 7 root 7 over normal everyday 7. Now, these are both outside. They can reduce. That's okay. And I'm going to be left with a root 7. Number 10. Okay, I want to get rid of the root 5, so I'm going to multiply them by himself. Whatever I do on bottom, I have to do on top. And I'm going to get a 4 root 5 over 5. And once I get that, there's nothing I can do. Do not cancel out those 5s. On this next one, the first thing I see is the root 6 and the root 3. Well, guess what? Don't go and rationalize it. Reduce that first. That's going to be a 1 and a 2. My answer is just going to be 5 root 2. Going on to the next one, I'm going to go root square root 11, square root 11. That's going to equal 6 root 11 over 11. Don't cross out the 11s. One's in, one's out. They stay that way. This one, I can do something right now with the innies, right? So when I do the fraction, I'm going to leave my 3 and my 2. They can't reduce. But 10 divided by 5 is 2, and it stays on top. Done. Okay, let's go ahead and go to 14. I can't do anything with the 8 and 5. I can't do anything with the 3 and 2, so I have to get rid of that square root on the bottom by doing that. That's going to give me 8 root 6 on top, and on bottom is going to be 5 times 2, because square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. But look at this. Before I start multiplying, look at that. I can do that. I'm going to get 4 root 6 over 5. All right? There you go, guys. Hope that helped you. And now you know how to rationalize denominators and divide fractions. Take care.